Hi, and welcome to the Delight Knits podcast. I want to say this is episode 52 or 53. I can never remember. I don't keep up with it all that well. Today is Sunday, June 2nd of 2024, and I'm here to talk about all that I have knit on in the last 2 weeks. I believe it has been 2 weeks since I've last podcasted. I have 2 finished sweaters. One of them was finished last time, but now it's actually blocked. This one I literally just had to bind off and now it's blocked. I've got 2 works in progress. And then I've got a couple of acquisitions, and then one I'm going to cast on project that I might talk about. We'll see. But that's all I've got going on today. And I will have everything linked down below, including my Ravelry, my Instagram, which are all Delight Knits or some variation of it. I believe Ravelry is one word, Delight Knits, and then an Instagram is Delight_knits. So I think that's really all for the beginning. So my first finished object, I literally just had the bind off on this. This is the V-back tee, and I want to say it's Jenna Hoffman who it's by. I have a tank top on so I can try on the other one. So I am wearing the V in the front, and that's going to be my preferred way of wearing this. This knit was not a vanilla knit. It was an enjoyable knit. I don't know if I will knit it again. It is a yoke style knit, and you can kind of see it's got some bunching here for me. I'm very squared shoulders, so raglans fit me better than the yoke. But that's that. This is knit out of a combination fade advent, or combination of 2 different advents that are fades separately that I combined together. This is the 4th project that I've knit with those 2 advents. So one of them's the Camel's Yarn Moorland to Sea, I think is what it was, from 2023, and then the other one was Fiber Fox from 2022. I really want to do something that showcases all the projects I've made from those 2 advents. I've really enjoyed getting to use every last inch of them, and I still have a little bit more I need to use. But yeah, see, this is just bugging me. But that's just, yeah. This is the fingering weight V-back tee. This is I changed colors the way I wanted to use up every last inch. There are short rows to make it match here in the front, or to bring the V to the same length as the back. There is the back. Let me flip it around. So it is reversible. A lot of people that I've seen knit this have said they would prefer to wear it with the V in the front, and I agree. Although this is a flattering neckline, I just am not a fan of the V in the back, and my hair's long enough that it's not going to show anything. That V is just more flattering in the front to me. So, and bunching's not as bad here. Maybe it is. I don't know. We'll see. But that is that one. This is the every year Arkansas Yarn Co. chooses a sweater to use for everybody to knit for the Arkansas Yarn Crawl. And so that is what this one is. So I'm ready to go for, I believe it's the end of July, the 19th to the 20-something. It spans 2 weekends, so it's a full week plus 2 days. So yeah, I am hoping that I will be able to go both weekends. Look at that farmer's tan. My next one, this is now blocked, is the Easy V by Caitlyn Hunter. Short sleeves because I ran out of yarn. This is worsted weight. This is my first worsted weight. Yarn is ZZ Textiles, and I actually enjoy it. I wish I would have had enough to make long sleeves. This would make a perfect sweatshirt style. Maybe one day I'll try and make it. Maybe I'll try and make it with a less, with a DK or a fingering weight yarn, like just hack the gauge and size I use type thing. Because I am in Arkansas, and so it's a lot warmer than what I would need a worsted weight sweater for. But I think I enjoy it. It's a color work. It's another yoke. And I do have like the batwing effect where like it comes up and down. But I think it's fine. There are short rows after the color work. It's another V-neck. It is a wider like V-neck, like I could see off the one shoulder type thing, but I don't know, we'll see how much wear I get out of it. I really loved the pattern when it came out, and so I just was gonna go for it, and I did. I went through a lot with this project, and I think I already said it was ZZ Textiles, all, let's see, mahogany, cadmium yellow, cypress, and butterfly bush. My next whip is in a bag that I need to wash, that I got from my friend Anne that we did in a swap. I think I had these socks cast on last time. They were maybe just the cuff, but I have one sock finished. And I do the like count your rows with the stitch markers like the crazy sock lady does, and a few other people do. I did 64 stitches 2x2 ribbing for 30 rounds, and then I think I did a 50 round leg, a slip stitch, heel flap, and gusset, and then just knit to the dough. So there's one sock, and then here is the second sock. Yeah, not much really for that. I'm 40 rounds in, 10, 20, 30, 40, a little more than 40 rounds in. I should finish this week with this other project. So this other project I have, you haven't even seen yet. I think last time I had mentioned that I had yarn coming in for a sample, for 2 samples actually. I finished the sample knit swatches for Addie and mailed those off like the next day. She actually might be starting to reveal that collection here soon, so I'm excited to see how that went. And so this next sample is for ZZ Textiles. Rachel is the dyer's name, and she's going to use this for flock. I should have grabbed, I have full skeins of this still, but I did not grab them. The colorway is Nora. I don't know, that's somewhat, maybe a little darker than what it is in real life, but I love it. So I've got it on DK, and then I've got it on Surrey. Do I have the labels? I do have the labels. Let's pull these out. So there's the details, if they'll focus. Oh well. There's her label. So there's that. This is the Meridienne dress by, who is it by? I don't have a picture of it. I don't ever print that out, and it probably doesn't have the designer's name on the pages that I need. I think it needs to become a thing where designers include their name and the name of the pattern on like every page of their pattern, because those people like me who want to save ink and not print out pages that are just full pictures can't look it up. And I am a pattern printer because I mark all over it. I don't know if you can kind of see, all over it and everything. And it's just easier for me. So yeah, I will include it in the links below, but I'm knitting the medium size for Rachel. And this is a bottom up pattern. And I have both sleeves, so you knit the sleeves first, And then the body. This thing has been a labor of, I wouldn't say it's a labor even. I've flown through this. I've knit on this for less than 2 weeks. I think I literally cast it on last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before that, so the Tuesday after I podcasted last, it's fully textured. Like, there's no stocking knit sections. It's like a broken rib pattern. There's short rows in the ribbing, which I think is a fantastic design. You can kind of see there where it starts to curve out and increase there. I still need to graft the sleeves. It is a yoke pattern, and there's those arrows in those things. I just finished the last chart. I've got a little bit of broken rib. I think I literally have probably 10 more rounds, and then short rows in the ribbing of the neck, and then the neck, so like the ribbing of the neckband at the top, and then that is it. I will finish this week, and I had until the end of July to finish it, and here we are, June 2nd, and I'm almost done with the dress. Granted, it's Surrey and DK, so it's a thick, it's not something I want to be wearing or knitting around this time of the year if I'm outside at all, but I have greatly enjoyed it. Let me see if I can try it on. It's in a spot where I can try it on, and I've got stitch stoppers on it. Did try it on last night, but it was a little, the yoke wasn't quite deep enough for it to get a real life. So it's on cords, and it'll come down quite a bit more. It's so exciting. I love it. So I'll have to graft these. There's are on stitch stoppers. You can see kind of the purple there. But yeah, here is that. I may have to take a picture for Rachel to show her. Yeah, there it is. And it is a short dress, so I added length to it, and actually not too bad. I mean, it covers my athletic shorts. Ooh, I like it. Okay, well, that is what I have been like focused on completely these last 2 weeks. Obviously, I mean, I've done this in a full pair of socks pretty much in the last 2 weeks. Oh, it makes me so excited trying something on like that. So I think that's really it that I have been working on. I don't really have all that much more to say about it. It's fully textured. It's definitely something that you have to keep track of when you're doing it. It's a fairly simple pattern. I have no like hem and haws about it. Let's see. So last weekend I went to Arkansas Yarn Co. They were having their 5th birthday party on like over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and I was not able to make it Saturday because we had family pictures with my husband's family, but I was able to make it on Friday. So I work at a CPA firm, and outside of tax season we get half Fridays, so I got to take off after work on noon, like didn't have to take off extra time, go hop up to Malvern and go hang out with Macy and her sister and Lori over at, and I think and Lindsay was also there. Basically, there weren't a whole bunch of people like there were on Saturday, but there were just enough people that it was a fantastic afternoon. Hung out the whole time, went out to dinner with Macy and her sister and just had a blast. So I did purchase a few things while I was there. I purchased some DK yarn from Macy. I purchased 2 skeins of her Spade DK, which is an 8515, from her, I think, what did she call this? Her Myth and Legends collection. So this is stone gazed, and so it's a variegated gray. And I'm going to use this as cuffs ribbing, like bottom ribbing, and a collar for a Douglas cardi with all of my swatch leftovers from the Ruby and Roses DK swatches I've been doing, and I'm gonna wind this up and start it as soon as I get finished with this dress. Super excited for that. I've been on the lookout for something neutral to use for that, and so I was so happy that Macy had some of that. And then I also purchased a new bag from String Crazy. So she was also having a trunk show that weekend, and so here is that bag. It's padded and quilted, or I don't think it's quilted. It's padded, it's got some leather handles. You can see it's got a pen holder, and then another little pouch here that I've got like my stitch, or my, what is that called? Measuring tape in. And these are from, what is her name? Debbie of String Crazy Bags. She does have an Etsy shop, and I'll link it down below. So she had bags like these, and then I had another one from her last year that she still had that same style. It had like the blue bottom, and it's like orange and canvasy arrows, something like that. I love it. And she had one similar to that. And then she also had, Lori had one of these in a smaller version, and I would have loved one of those, but she was just testing those out. I easily fit 8 skeins in here. So I am alternating skeins with my other 2, and so I've had 8 skeins at one time in here easy. And then the project just sits right on top. So I hope if you are local to the area, I don't know if Lori's gonna keep those in her store or not, but definitely grab one from Debbie's Etsy shop. It's so cute. She had lots of other prints. It's just fantastic. So that's it that I have been working on lately, and what I plan to work on. Maybe I don't think you'll see the ZZ one. Well, maybe you will. I don't know. It depends on how long it takes for it to dry. It is DK in Surrey, and in my experience, Surrey has taken a lot longer to dry after you wet block it. And I do have until the end of July, so it may just drag my feet sending it off to Rachel. But you may or may not see that again. I'll definitely have another pair of socks cast on. I'm trying to go through the amount of yarn that I have. Like I just purchased these 2 to be able to use other yarn, because I don't have like sweater quantities. I have a lot of single skeins that are basically leftovers from all the swatches that I've done and the samples I've done for Addie, which I love doing. But I'm getting a collection of that type of yarn, and I'm drowning in single skeins. So will be seeing lots of striped items from me in the future, because I love it all and I want to use it. I just might be getting sick of stripes. But that's okay. Everybody in my family may have a striped sweater, a pink striped sweater. But I'm gonna go wind these up now and get to working on that, and maybe finish it in the next couple days. So I hope everybody has had a fantastic 2 weeks, and maybe I will see you again in 2 weeks. Although I think that's Father's Day, so maybe 3 weeks, because we may focus on Father's Day on my husband. So I will see y'all again soon. Bye.